Welcome to Answering the Call, the official podcast of the 12th Man Foundation. Our show brings you closer to the heart of Texas A&M athletics through powerful stories of perseverance, purpose, and life-changing opportunities made possible by 12th Man Foundation donors. From student athletes and coaches to former students and dedicated staff, you'll hear firsthand how donor support shapes the lives of Aggie student athletes in competition and beyond. Whether you're a lifelong Aggie or simply curious about what makes Texas A&M so special, you're in the right place. Let's dive into today's episode. Howdy, and welcome back to another episode of Answering the Call. This is the official podcast of the 12th Man Foundation. I'm Ivy Robinson, and today I am joined by Aggie football student athlete Ashton Bethel-Roman. Welcome, Ashton, and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
A fun question to kick things off. I've got to know. Tell us a unique fact about yourself that you think not many people know.
I don't know if this is unique, but I know a lot of people that I hang around don't watch it, but I'm an avid watcher of Game of Thrones.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with Game of Thrones. I read the books and everything. That's the only books I read for real, but yeah, I read the books and everything. I love Game of Thrones.
No way. When did it start? When did the interest start? Did someone recommend it to you, or did you just hear it was a good show, good book series, and just start reading it?
I think my mom was watching it on the TV and I wasn't supposed to watch it. It was when I was a kid, so I wasn't supposed to be watching it. Mm-hmm. But that just made me want to watch it more. And then I actually started liking it and then just went from there. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite book out of the series? Or a favorite episode or season of the show?
I got a favorite season. I'd probably say season 4. That's when Joffrey dies and I can't stand him. But I think it's kind of Feast of Crowns I think it's Feast for Crowns or Crows. One of those two names for the favorite book I like. I just can't remember the name.
Nice. I have not seen Game of Thrones, but I know a lot of people love that show. So can't relate, but maybe one of these days I'll watch it. Who knows?
You need to.
Okay, before we dive into more of the football-related questions, I've got a few more this or that fun questions I'm going to throw at you, okay? Mm-hmm. And you basically just respond with your answer and tell me why. Maroon or white jerseys?
White, they're just clean. It's just clean.
Early morning workouts or late night film sessions?
Early morning workouts, just getting it out the way, and then you still have the rest of your day to just do whatever.
Yeah, true. Locker room hype music or locked in silence before a game?
I would say locked in silence. I would have my own music though, because I don't like listening to what they be listening to. I want my own music by myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that.
So typically on game days or in your locker room, there's music playing over the speaker. Who controls that?
Is
it a specific teammate or?
I think it's Ruben. And some of it be weak. That's why I don't like listening to it. So I just put my headphones on.
So Ruben needs to step up his.
Yeah, he needs to step it up.
His game.
He definitely do need to step it up.
Practice in the heat or play in the cold?
That's a tough one. Playing the cold. Yeah, playing the cold. You're going to warm up by moving around and stuff, warming up. You're going to warm up eventually in the cold, and you can't take your skin off in the heat. You're just going to be hot.
Yeah,
so.
And that Texas heat, something else.
Yeah.
Humidity here. Okay, Madden or 2K?
Probably 2K. I don't like playing Madden NCAA or nothing. Even though I'm in NCAA, I don't like playing it. It's not realistic. So I'll probably say 2K.
Texting or FaceTime?
Texting. I don't like talking on the phone.
Home cooked meal or eating out?
Home cooked meal. I don't like leaving the crib.
What are you cooking if you had to pick one meal?
Oh, I had to cook it? Oh. I'm going to be eating ramen noodles or something.
One-handed catch or toe tap, sideline catch?
I'd probably say one-handed catch. Yeah. It's cooler. Yeah, it's probably cooler. One-handed catch.
Yep, that's pretty clean. Beach or mountains?
The beach. There's nothing to do in the mountain. A beach. Definitely a beach.
Okay, brand new cleats or broken in favorite cleats?
Broken in favorite cleats. Definitely broken in favorite cleats.
What's your favorite pair?
I don't know the official name of these cleats, but me, Terry, and someone who transferred out of here last year, we called these cleats Cloud 11s. These Adidas cleats, they feel like clouds on your feet, and those are my favorites. I be wearing them in the game, but I just don't know the name of them, but I call them Cloud 11s.
Mm-hmm. Are they just super comfortable?
Yeah, they're just soft.
Very light? Yeah.
They're not light at all, actually. They're heavy, but they're soft, though, so that's what I care about.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, Spotify or Apple Music?
Apple Music.
Movies or shows, series, what would you pick?
TV shows and series, definitely.
Okay, well, Ashton, for our listeners who may not know your story, as well, can you just start by telling us a little bit about where you're from and how you got into the game of football? Like, what started it all for you?
I'm from Mo City, Houston, Texas. It's like south of like downtown Houston. I was all over the place growing up because my dad, he played in the league. He played at the NFL for 10 years, different places. So that's what got me into the game, just being around him when I was and just absorbing all the football that was going around him. And then that just made me fall in love with the game. I kind of wanted to be like my dad in ways growing up.
Yeah. What's the best piece of advice your dad has given you for the game of football?
I don't know if it pertains to football, but he would say, if you early on time, if you're on time, you late. If you late, you forgotten about. And like, he always say that because he always try to have us be like early for practice and stuff. And it kind of just stuck with me throughout life. So that's probably one thing something he said that I've taken.
For sure, that's great advice. Just like being accountable for,
yeah, definitely,
your responsibilities and getting stuff done. Do you have any favorite memories or moments from your childhood, like playing football with your dad, or like maybe stories he told you of playing in the league that made you think, oh, I really want to pursue football just like you?
There's just one story. And at first I didn't believe it. He had to show me a video, but he was playing for the 49ers and he hit someone real hard and like he shattered their visor. And I was like, dang, that's cool. Like I want to do the same thing. And that's kind of what, I want to do. I want to play football. And that's what it was.
Was he on defensive player?
Yeah, he's a safety. But him playing safety is the reason I play receiver. I wanted to be like my dad. I wanted to play in the NFL. But then like growing up, it was like I was always in his shadow. So I was like, I want to be my own person. So I started playing receiver. And yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, kind of chart your own path and your own course. That makes sense, yeah. Who all did he play for in the NFL?
The 49ers, the Bengals, and the Packers. And I was born in Green Bay when he was playing for the Packers.
Really?
So yeah.
Were you pretty young? Like, do you remember?
Because he played in Green Bay for 2 years, and after that he went to San Francisco. And I remember being in San Francisco a little bit for some of his games.
And what about your mom? Or do you have any other siblings? Like, tell me about the rest of your family.
Yeah, I have 5 other siblings. I got a 30-year-old brother. A sister that played at Ole Miss. She plays softball at Ole Miss.
Right now?
Yeah, she plays softball right now at Ole Miss. I actually went to an Ole Miss game. They played Texas. I went to Austin. That was fun. I was talking all types of smack to the Texas fans. I ain't gonna lie.
Did you wear your Aggie maroon?
I ain't wear none of that. They still figured out who I was somehow, but
they knew, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't wear none of that.
That's really cool. Okay, college softball. What year is she?
She a super senior. She gotta be. She been in college for a long time.
Okay, yeah. Nice. Now back to your sporting journey. Did you always play receiver in football? Did you ever play any other positions? And did you also play any other sports?
Well, I definitely played other sports. My first sport I ever played was actually baseball. I started playing baseball, and I was actually pretty good at that. But when I got to like high school, they wouldn't let me pitch like I wanted to, so I quit, and that was the end of that. I played basketball too, but I realized that I wasn't gonna be tall enough, so I quit that too. Yeah, that was about it. That was the only sports I played. And my positions in football, I never played receiver growing up until like high school. I only played quarterback growing up, and then when I got to high school, they were like, what position do you play? And I just lied and said receiver, and now I'm a receiver now, so.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, that's crazy.
That's how that
you were
happens.
trying to get away from those other positions, and you literally just picked it.
When I got to high school, like, I had some upperclassmen that I was cool with because I grew up with them. They were telling me about the playbook, and I was playing quarterback, and they was like, yeah, it's going to be hard to learn all of that. I was like, yeah, I agree. So I'm just going to say something else. Like, I'm going to say I'm a different position. They asked me, I was like, I'm a receiver. And that's how that worked. And I'm a receiver now in college.
And obviously it worked out very well for you. Yeah. At what point did you realize, like in high school, that you wanted to pursue football at the collegiate level and you had that potential? Like, when did the recruitment process kind of start for you? And like, do you remember when you got your first offer?
I think I got my first offer my freshman year, like after my freshman year in the summer, I believe. I think it was like Tulsa. I think it was, I went to a Tulsa camp and got Tulsa. I think I always had the idea, even before I went to high school, that I wanted to go to the league. But like when I was a kid, I was naive. I didn't know you had to go to college. I thought you just skip that and go to the league. So I was naive to that fact. So it really went into high school. I was like, okay, yeah, I could go to college and then pursue my dreams.
That's awesome. Yeah. And did you have anyone like maybe a year ahead of you that you looked up to that kind of guided you through the process? Like any teammates or?
Nah, I would never look up to none of them, but there's a couple of them that they play in the collegiate level too. Like DK Kalu, he play at Florida now. Mason Dawson, he play at LSU. They got a lot of us from around the Mo City area that went to the collegiate level, and some of them went to the league. Like Anaya Smith, like he grew up in that same area too. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that went to the place I'm trying to go. So it's good having like-minded people around me.
Now, I didn't ask this earlier, but where did your dad go to college?
Oh, he went to LSU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him and my mom went to LSU, and my mom ran track at LSU too.
Oh, wow. So big LSU family. Tell me about those dynamics. Were they like really hoping you would go to LSU and follow in their footsteps, or did they want you to like make your own choice? And
you ask them, they'll probably say they'll want me to do my own thing, but they really lying. I feel like they want me to go to LSU, but they understood why I didn't, and now they show up to games with maroon and white on. So I think they just learned to suck it up.
Yeah, they've bought in for sure. When did Texas A&M kind of come into the picture? Tell me about that whole process. Like, what ultimately led you to choose Texas A&M?
Texas A&M came into the picture like around my junior year. I was getting recruited by Coach Craig. I'm gonna be honest, and I've said this before, I never liked A&M prior to when I got here. And then I remember going on an official visit. This was after I got out of my NLI from Arkansas. I went on an official visit. It was with Coach Elko. And I'll be honest, I still really didn't like it. I was like, I don't think I'm going here. And I went back home, and then I just sat there and thought about it, and I let God decide. And I just sat there, thought about it, and then ended up coming here. I mean, I also wanted to be closer to home because around that time, my uncle got put in hospice, so I wanted to stay as close to home as possible around the family. And from Houston, so it's only like an hour 30 away, hour 40 if I'm going to Mo City, so ain't too bad.
I've always thought it's so interesting sometimes, like when life throws challenges at you and curveballs and hardships, sometimes it's for a greater purpose and a greater reason. And it sounds like, like your uncle, I mean, that's hard. That's so hard, like him going on hospice. But then that kind of allowed you to rethink like, okay, what matters to me? Like what's important to me? And what's the best decision for me at this point in light of what's going on in my life?
Definitely. Because at first, I wanted to get as far away from home as possible because I was tired of getting told what to do, like clean the kitchen and stuff. Like I was tired of it. I wanted to get away. But then I was like, let me actually think about it. And I thought the best decision was A&M. Even when I first got here, like my freshman year, still didn't really like it. But I learned to really grow and love A&M. It just took some time for me to adjust. And I feel like that's for anything. It don't matter what school I would have went to. That's just who I am as a person. It just takes time for me to adjust to people around me.
Yeah, and that makes total sense. Like it takes time for a new environment to truly feel like home. And I mean, that absolutely makes sense. What kind of changed in your mind? Like at what point were you like, okay, this is now, I feel part of the program. I bought in, like, I believe in what Coach Elko and his staff are doing here. Like, when did that mindset change? When did that switch happen, maybe?
During my freshman year, I was kind of going through I was going through a lot my freshman year, like a lot of exterior stuff happening around me back at home. So it was hard for me to really like focus in on everything that was going on at the facilities and with the people, like my teammates, stuff like that. So I was real distant. So I don't feel like I became a part of the team mentally until like after the season, my freshman year during spring football, where it's like I really fell back in love with the game. Because for me, and maybe this is for like every football player that come in here, but football is like, it's like a piece of life. It's like an organ for me. Like I need it to live until I'm not able to play a game anymore. So when you just sitting on the sideline, you're not really doing anything. Your mind goes different places. So when I came back for spring ball my freshman year, and it's like I fell in love with the game. Like all the passion I have for it just all came back. And it also helped me get closer to my teammates, coaches, and all that. So definitely then, that was the turning point.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I know every athlete faces challenges, adversity, no matter what scale, what level. Can you expand a little bit on like what keeps you grounded when you do face those challenges and when like times get tough? And the mental game, I'm sure sometimes is hard. It's hard to battle those thoughts and like when things just aren't going your way. But what keeps you grounded and what do you kind of lean on? Like what or who do you lean on when times get tough?
One of them I say, definitely my family, my mom especially. She's always in my ear, giving me the real, always in my corner and stuff like that. The next I'll say is the game. Like my brothers, when I go on the game, I disconnect from all the reality. I don't feel like I'm Ashton Bethel-Roman, the receiver for Texas A&M. I don't feel like I'm that guy. I just feel like I'm someone different. I'm just playing the game with my friends and my brothers. So that helps me get away from stuff. And also Rod Wave, like that would be the third one, Rod Wave. When I listen to Rod Wave, it just make me feel better. So that too.
It's really good to have close family in your corner to help you get through those times. And I'm curious, like I know here at Texas A&M, we also have student athlete resources that y'all can utilize. Maybe when you're not feeling well, you can go, get great nutrition here, or you can go speak to, the sports medicine if you're like hurt and have an injury, or if there are, you need to just talk to someone. There's sports psychologists. Like, have you been able to utilize any of these resources and how have they impacted you personally and made you succeed both on and off the field?
They kind of like force us to almost, like it's right in front of our face. So it's like it's easy access to get any of the, like if you need help with anything, whether it's on the field or off the field, like it's easy to get that help that you need. So I've been in training room a couple of times. I've been in Coach Wiggins' office a couple of times just to talk and stuff like that. So it's a lot of resources around Texas A&M in general that I utilize.
Going back to when you said you had that kind of mindset shift and you felt like you were bought in during that spring practice season, were there any teammates or returners who meant a lot to you in terms of like encouraging you through that time or kind of helped you get to where you are today?
Yeah. Dalen Evans, he transferred out of here, but Dalen Evans, Isaiah Williams, Terry Bussey, and Ruben Owens. Oh, and Blake Ivy, Blake Ivy Bailey, Asandre, or Pop. Y'all know him as Pop. But those guys, they're like my close group of friends that I could, I just hang with, talk with, and we're like-minded people, but we act a little differently. We act way differently, but it's easy being around them.
Any favorite games or play moments when you reflect on your time as an Aggie so far that just really stand out, that have been your favorite so far?
Probably the South Carolina catch, the deep one in the end zone, just because we were down by like 30 and we were getting beat so bad. So just kind of meant more that whole game, everything like coming back. So probably that catch that helped us get back into the game. So that definitely.
That was an awesome catch. I can still see that photo too.
Thank you.
You're just like leaning, dragging those toes. Yes, it was a great catch.
Thank you.
And what a game that just truly emulates like resilience, right? Like y'all did not give up. I mean, the backs were against the wall and y'all just kept fighting and y'all came back. What a great comeback. Ashton, tell us, kind of going back to the resources and hitting on the student side of being a student athlete, what are you studying?
Agricultural leadership.
And how do you balance the demands of being both a student and an athlete? Like, how do you balance both football with academics?
I would say it's like the building we're in right now. Like I said, we got a great support system. The people around here, their sole purpose being here is to help support the student athletes. It's kind of like it's easy access to get help here. And I got Mike. He's my academic advisor, and he a chill guy, so it's easy to come to Mike and be like, yeah, Mike, I need help with this. Like, this is hard. And he'll be like, I got you. And he gonna make it work. He gonna put me in contact with the people I need to be in contact to help me iron out my situation. So it's real easy. I'll definitely say it's just the people in this building.
That's awesome that you'll have that staff that you can lean on, and that support is just great. What does it mean to you to be earning, a degree, to come to Texas A&M, not to just continue your football career, but the fact that you're getting to, study here and get a degree at Texas A&M?
If you asked me, it's like my freshman year, I wouldn't have said anything because I didn't understand it. But now I do understand like what it means to graduate and get in the ring here and all that, because they say the Aggie network is real, and I've seen it firsthand, like how it works and how Aggies help other Aggies. So it means a lot.
Now being on this side of the program for a little bit, what would you say you think makes this college football program and this athletics department stand out when compared to other D1 programs?
Coach Elko goes about like It's different between like us learning the plays and stuff like that. But just what he does is like educates us. Like he gives actual knowledge about the game of football, like specific stuff. Give us actual ball knowledge instead of just like how to run a route or how like stuff like that. He actually
kind of
gives
like
us
situational knowledge,
a lot
like
of
taking it a step
situational
further.
football he gives us, and also just information on how to be a man, stuff like that. I feel like all the coaches do that, especially Coach Troop. He definitely preaches on like how to be a man and how to be a better man and stuff like that.
Coach Troop, I know. I mean, he means a lot to a lot of y'all.
Yeah, he do.
What are some of his sayings and like advice that he gives y'all constantly?
One of his
and it could
sayings,
be like serious and funny too.
Oh, I can't think of a certain saying, but I could say this. What he does a lot is like he says sentences and then he makes us like try and fill in the blanks. Like he expects us to answer. So he be saying like ball security is what? And then the running back's supposed to say job security. And he says it like all the time. And he says that and it doesn't have to be just that specific sentence. He'll say it with any other thing. Like he'll just say a sentence and then make you fill in the blank.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets real awkward when no one knows what he's talking about. So it's just like,
it's like, someone please say something.
Yeah, no one's saying anything when the blank is there and no one's saying anything. Everyone's confused.
That's pretty good. It's making y'all think, fill in those gaps. So Ashton, I wanted to ask you about just this era of college athletics, college football, dominated by NIL. I'm curious, how has NIL changed the game for you personally, and how has it impacted your entire student athlete experience in life?
For me personally, it like made me mature a little bit more, because it's like the money that is being thrown around to these different college athletes is not just a couple dollars. It's a significant amount of money. So I feel like I had to like mature fast in terms of like what to do with it, how to spend it, what not to spend it on and stuff like that. I feel like I had to grow up real fast in that department for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Do you have anyone guiding you in those decisions?
Yeah, I got a couple agents that sit there and help out. And my mama, she always giving her 2 cents in about everything, which I appreciate most of the time.
What do you think is something people misunderstand about NIL in this era today?
Like a lot of people think we shouldn't be getting as much as we do, which, I mean, I don't really have nothing to really say about it. I mean,
we're here. I mean, it is.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the current
I
reality.
definitely do think we should be getting paid, because it's not easy doing what we're doing. And the revenue that we do bring in from games on Saturdays or like playoff games, stuff like that, even on TV and stuff like that, it's just a lot of money being thrown around. And if there was no NIL, we wouldn't be getting none of it. So I understand where they're coming from, but I don't think they have been in our shoes, and they haven't been with Moffitt in May in the heat. They ain't been there yet, so.
Yeah. So if they haven't gone through that,
they ain't go through Moffitt yet. So,
what's the hardest workout you've ever gone through with Coach Moffitt? Like, what did y'all have to do?
This is last year. I came back from spring break, and I wasn't even doing nothing bad. I was just on the game, staying up till 7 a.m. with Dalen. Like, we was just on the game. Came back. We did 80, 60 tempos. Like, we run 80 yards, jog back 20 to the 60-yard line, then run the 60. All this time. And, like, usually, I feel like if you were to ask the guys on the team who's the most conditioned, they would say me. I died that day. I ain't gonna lie, I died. And
it was rough.
Yep. They seen my catapult, and it was like, this ain't regular Ashton. Like, something wrong with him. They pulled me aside, and they was like, what's wrong? I was like, I'm just tired. And I died that day.
Oh, man. Going back, what advice would you give to younger athletes about navigating NIL the right way?
Don't be amused by like the numbers you're seeing. I feel like a lot of athletes, young athletes, they just see a number and they just think that's what they're worth, instead of like just taking a step back. Like, especially for a lot of young guys, because like you come from high school, you come from $0 to making way more than that. Like, it's like a whole different world you're living in. So just knowing your worth, I feel like, is one of the biggest things that I think young student athletes should know. Just knowing their worth, what possibly could they be making, or like just especially not leaving money on the table and stuff like that. Just knowing your worth as an athlete and just as a person too.
Looking ahead, Ashton, to the upcoming season, What are you personally most excited about? And what do you think Aggie football fans should get excited about for this upcoming season?
There's a lot of good receivers out there. Even on our team, there's a lot of good receivers, but I'm trying to win the Bolitnikoff, so I guess they could be keeping their head on the swivel for that because that's what ABR going for is the Bolitnikoff, so yeah.
And then what areas of your game have you really been focused on in this offseason so far?
Just being more dominant at the line of scrimmage and attacking the ball more definitely. And also getting a little bit more shifty. I feel like last year I kind of just caught the ball fancy and then went down. Or it was like a lot of bang plays. But this year I'm going for a lot of yak, trying to get a lot of yak this year. So, yeah.
How would you describe just the overall culture of Aggie football and this program and the team?
It's just grind. Like, that's what we do. We just grind. There's a lot of that around the facility. Coach Elko preaches it every morning at 7 a.m. It's just grind. Like, that's our thing. We just got to get it out the mud and keep working.
And then when younger athletes look up to you, what do you hope that they see?
I hope they see more than just a football player. Like, if I were to ask myself, what am I? I'll say a football player. But I hope they see me as, like, in a different light, like a smart, intelligent young man or something like that.
Outside of football, do you have any other, like, interests or passions?
I'm trying to dabble in a little bit of some real estate, like buying properties, flipping them, stuff like that.
That's awesome. Is that a recent interest?
I kind of always been drawn to it. DK Kalu's dad, he also played in the league too. His name Indy, and got with him a couple times. That's his thing. He buys properties, he flips houses, sells them, stuff like that, and kind of fascinated me. So
yeah, it's a good business for sure. And when you think long term, kind of staying on those kind of same topic of like career goals and things that interest you, you mentioned, the award you're chasing after, but what are any other goals that you have for yourself for the remainder of your time at Texas A&M and beyond?
I guess for myself, I'd say be better than Mike Evans. Mike Evans was kind of good here at A&M. So I guess I should try to be better than Mike Evans. Team-oriented goals, of course. We fell short in the playoffs round 1 against Miami, so I'd like to make amends for that, and this is like our revenge tour. This is the guys who were there last year who felt the pain of losing against Miami. It's like a revenge tour.
And I know we are so excited for the upcoming season. Many Aggie football fans are just behind y'all every step of the way, and oh yeah, we're ready. We're ready for 2026. And then why are you specifically proud to be an Aggie and wear the maroon and white?
I'm proud of it because where it started, I didn't like it at first. I didn't like anything about A&M at first. And then throughout the years of me being here, I learned to slowly digest and learn all about the traditions, the people around me. I learned to actually love A&M, and I respect it more because of the journey from where it started to where I am now.
Ashton Bethel-Roman on Answering the Call podcast. Thank you again for the time, Ashton.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Answering the Call. If you're enjoying this show, please rate and follow us on your podcast streaming platform of choice so you can be the first to know when a new episode drops. As always, a big thank you to our incredible podcast producer, Megan Rohde, to 12th Man Productions and Texas A&M Athletics NIL Department. We also extend our heartfelt gratitude to every donor and season ticket holder for always answering the call through loyal support of Texas A&M Athletics and our student athletes. We will be back soon with some more content. Thanks and gig 'em.